Foods to avoid for diabetics. Eating a healthy, balanced diet can help people with diabetes manage their condition and reduce their risk of health-related complications. Having diabetes does not mean that a person has to stop eating the foods they enjoy. People with diabetes can eat most foods, but they may need to eat some in smaller portions. We take a look at foods that people with diabetes should avoid and provide some advice on good dietary choices. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are an important source of energy, but a person with diabetes should be careful when choosing which carbs to eat and how to spread them evenly throughout the day. There are three main types of carbohydrates in food: starch, sugar, and fiber. Carbohydrates affect blood glucose levels more directly than other nutrients. A person with diabetes doesn't necessarily need to completely avoid carbs, but they do need to make sure they're eating the right types. Carbs to avoid. Foods that include processed carbs and those with added sugars also provide energy, but they contain few nutrients. People should avoid these things as far as possible. Baked goods made with processed white flour, candies, and any foods with added sugar, white breads and cereals, seed. People with diabetes should limit or avoid white bread, bagels, tortillas, cakes, muffins and other baked goods containing white flour, white rice, white pasta, cereals, cakes, crackers and cookies with added sugar and no whole grains, protein. As for carbs, a person should choose their protein sources carefully, especially if they have diabetes. Proteins to avoid or limit include red meat, such as beef, pork, and lamb, breaded, fried and high-sodium meats, and processed meats, such as bacon, sausages and cold cuts, ribs and other fatty cuts of meat, poultry with skin on, deep-fried fish. Dairy products. Dairy foods provide calcium, protein, and vitamins. They also contain a sugar called lactose. Dairy foods to avoid or limit include whole milk, full-fat yogurt, full-fat cottage cheese, full-fat sour cream, full-fat ice cream, sweetened yogurt, dairy drinks with added sugar, fruits and vegetables. People with diabetes should be careful when consuming the following: fruit juice, dried fruit, salt and sodium, fruit salad. Fat. Fat can provide essential fatty acids, such as omega-3s, and it is an integral part of a healthy, balanced diet. Fat also helps the body absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. However, people with diabetes need to choose the right fats. Fats to avoid or limit include butter, lard, certain oils, such as palm oil, sauces or cream-based sauces, rich mayonnaise, French fries, breaded foods, donuts, chips, many pre-made meals, burgers and most fast foods, lots of salad dressings. Street sugar can also contribute to weight gain and the risk of heart disease and stroke. Foods that are often high in sugar include donuts, baked goods, such as croissants, breakfast pastries, cakes and cookies, pizza dough, many sauces and condiments, table sugar, tree nectar, agave and other sweeteners, maple and other syrups, desserts and candy bars, ready-made fruit-flavored yogurts, sodas, sweetened iced teas and lemonades, coffee-flavored beverages, coffee, chocolate drinks, beer, alcoholic fruit drinks, dessert wines, sweet mixers. Advice. Following the steps below can help a person eat healthily and maintain their blood glucose levels. Check your blood sugar first thing in the morning and 2 hours after at least one meal a day. Divide food intake over 3 meals a day with 2 or 3 snacks. Eat a variety of foods. Eat a reasonable portion, about 1 cup or less, of starch at each meal. Only 1 glass of milk at a time to avoid spikes in blood sugar. Limit fat and cholesterol if adopting a higher carb diet. Always eat breakfast and make sure it contains whole grains, as they will help control blood sugar and prevent overeating. Satisfy cravings with low-fat milk, lean protein or nuts and seeds packed with valuable nutrients. Avoid pre-ground juices that contain added sugar and be mindful of the sugar content of 100% juice. Limit candies and choose fruit-based desserts. Use whole fruit as a sweetener instead of added sugar. Limit or avoid all products with added sugar, including syrups. Keep sodium and salt to a minimum. Limit alcohol, which adds calories and can mess with blood sugar. Check the total carbohydrate content of food. Minimize artificial sweeteners, which can have a negative effect. C to gut bacteria and insulin sensitivity. Be careful with portions, for example, by using a smaller plate, Eat the same small amount 5 times a day to help balance blood sugar. Keep a food record to track carbohydrates and blood sugar.